Hey folks, it's Greg and Janet. Today we're in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we have a very famous celebrity home to show you.
Strange RV tours will take you places with Greg and Janet's smiling faces. You might see a crazy flavored soda review or some tips to fit your RV too. So come along, won't you join us, friend, as we discover what's around the bend. Just sit right back in your easy chair. Strange RV Tours is on the air. Strange RV Tours is on the air.
Okay, this home has definitely seen better days, but this is the vacation home of Johnny Carson. We're at 3333 South Seminole Circle in Las Vegas, and this home is getting ready, it looks like, to go under a major renovation. It's been in pretty rough shape for several years. The inside of the home is completely gutted, and the home itself recently sold in December of 2020 for $250,000. The home was actually listed as being close to 3,600 square feet, but in reality it's 4,200 square feet. It does have a swimming pool in the backyard, which I've seen pictures on the internet of the pool, and the pool's been drained. But this was the vacation home of Johnny Carson. And Janice got more to tell you about Johnny.
Oh yeah, Johnny Carson, the Tonight Show, Johnny Carson. Everybody knows that show from 1962 to 92. He was on, everybody knew him. Everybody knew him. Everybody knew about him. John William Carson was his name, for reals. He was born October 23rd, 1925. He died in 2005. His career went from working at a little radio television show in Omaha called Wow. He started on that, and he did little comedian type skits on the little television show. He used to interview and pigeons on top of the courthouse, stuff like that, silly stuff. But then he joined the Navy. Imagine that. He joined the Navy, and he was noted for boxing, his career boxing on the Pennsylvania, the ship Pennsylvania. He was boxing. He was 10-0. So he had won 10 and lost none. He had a career boxing, supposedly. And he did little comedy sets there. And he used to do card tricks. And then when he got out of the Navy, let me tell you what he did in the Navy. He was breaking encrypted coding. This guy was intelligent. I mean, you had to know you had to have some scruples to be able to do that job. But when he did get out, he used to work with Red Skelton. In 1953, he was writing for Red Skelton. In 1954, Red Skelton knocked himself out, and Johnny had to take his place. So that somebody saw him there, and then he was offered to work on Who Do You Trust? It used to be Do You Trust Your Wife? But they changed the name. It's Who Do You Trust? And that was in 1960. And that's where he met Ed McMahon. And that's where things really started going towards the Tonight Show. And he worked in 1962 on, he was a panelist on What's My Line? So that was a cool show. I used to like to watch that show, all in black and white. It was kind of funny. And he was offered the job on The Tonight Show that was hosted by Jack Paar. And he didn't know what he would do with it. He didn't know if he could spend that much time just talking to celebrities. He was worried about it, so he didn't want to do that. And then, you know, they eventually did convince him to take it on. And the first year he was terrified. Apparently he was really scared, but he finally worked the kinks out and it took off for sure.
Found his rhythm.
Yeah, found his rhythm. Whatever.
Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson.
Yeah, Tonight Show. I'm the.
And he hosted the Tonight Show for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I think he won 6 or 8 Emmys.
Yes. Yes, and he was noted for his dry sarcasm and stuff. He was good.
Well, what the young people of today probably don't realize is when they think of the Tonight Show, they think of Jay Leno. But Johnny Carson was huge compared to Jay Leno. You know, when Johnny Carson was host of the Tonight Show, there wasn't a lot of cable companies to compete against, so the crowd audience had fewer shows to watch, and he was a massive star. I mean, if you were the biggest name celebrities appeared on Tonight Show, we're talking, you know, monster celebrities. Anytime somebody would come out with a new movie, Clint Eastwood or Al Pacino or Robert De Niro, they would all appear on the Tonight Show promoting their movies. So Johnny got to interview the world's most famous people, and every night he'd be in your living room.
For sure. And it's sad that he passed the way he did, but he did have 3 kids. He did have 4 wives. In 1987 he married Alexis, and she was with him when he passed. He had a quadruple bypass in 1999, and then in 2005 is when he had respiratory failure and emphysema. He was cremated, and Alexis took the remains, but there was no big memorial or anything like that, and it was all private. So I guess he didn't want a big to-do, and it would have been crazy. You know, it would have been a turnout like crazy for someone like Johnny.
Oh yeah. So. Yeah, for sure. But this was Johnny's vacation home here in Vegas. This is where he would come to get away from the media, if you can believe that. The media wasn't nearly as big or powerful in Las Vegas at the time that Johnny was around. So
look at the style of the bricking. You know. Oh yeah. This is way back when.
Yeah, it's definitely more like a mid-century home.
And you see the stratosphere, right? The top of the stratosphere right here.
Yeah.
He's that close to the strip. And that's pretty neat.
Yeah, this neighborhood is definitely a little rougher than it was when Johnny owned the home, but it's still a very nice neighborhood. And the security gate in front of the home, you can see, is not providing much security anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is going to be a nice home when they finish it up. If they decide to refurbish it. If they don't, then they may knock it down and put a new structure on the property. I don't know what the plans are, but there's a lot of history here with this home. All right, folks, so we hope you enjoyed this little visit that we made here to Johnny Carson's vacation home in Las Vegas, Nevada. If you did, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the little bell for notifications. Please share these videos, check out our Patreon site. And Miss Jan, do you have anything you'd like to add?
You can look this on Zillow and do the satellite look, And then I want to see what they end up doing with this property. I hope they don't just rip it. I hope they really refurbish it, you know, because it's history.
And there are pictures. There are pictures on Zillow of the home, of the inside of the home gutted.
Yeah. So take a look. I mean.
Anyhow, you guys have a nice day. We'll talk at you later. Bye bye.